I get it, you've probably spent an hour scrolling through endless home gym options, reading the hype, and still feeling a knot in your stomach because you're scared of dropping a few $100s on something that will end up gathering dust. You want to know if the body-solid EXM2500LPS actually lives up to the promise of a full-body workout station, or if it's just another piece of equipment that looks good on the showroom floor but doesn't fit your real life. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What makes a home gym worth the money is less about the headline numbers and more about the everyday moments you'll have with it. Will you be able to squeeze in a leg press after the kids are in bed? Can you switch from a chest press to a lat pull-down without wrestling with a mountain of bolts? And maybe most importantly, will it stay stable when you're really pushing yourself? Those are the questions that keep most buyers up at night, and they're the ones I tried to answer before hitting record. First off, the EXM2500LPS is marketed as a 6-station functional trainer. In plain language, that means you get a leg press, a chest press, a lat pull-down, a low row, a shoulder press, and a squat rack, all sharing a single 210-pound weight stack. If you're the type of person who likes to hop from one muscle group to the next without having to move equipment around, that design can feel like a real time saver. I imagined a typical weekday scenario. You finish work, hop on a quick 20-minute circuit, and finish with a few sets of leg presses while the kids are doing homework in the next room. Because everything is anchored to the same frame, you don't have to worry about a wobbling base when you crank the leg press to 180 pounds. The frame feels solid enough that you can trust it to stay put even when you're doing a full squat with the bar attached. Who should actually consider buying this machine? If you have a dedicated space, say a garage, a spare bedroom, or a basement corner that can accommodate a footprint of roughly 8 feet wide by 6 feet deep, the EXM2500LPS fits nicely. It's also a good match for anyone who isn't a competitive powerlifter but still wants the freedom to work all major muscle groups without subscribing to a pricey commercial gym. The 6 stations give you the versatility to run a balanced program, so if you're following a classic push-pull split, you can cover each day without needing extra dumbbells or cable machines. Families with a teen or two who want to stay active can also benefit. The adjustable weight stack means the same equipment can serve a beginner's 30-pound range and a more experienced user's 150-pound range. On the flip side, you might want to skip this if you live in a true apartment with a tight hallway or low ceiling. The machine's overall height, while not towering, still requires a decent amount of vertical clearance for the leg press and squat rack to operate safely. Also, if you're a serious bodybuilder who needs more than 210 pounds on a single lift, think heavy deadlifts or squats, you'll quickly run into the ceiling of the weight stack. In that case, you'd be better off with a power rack and separate plate-loaded machines. Finally, if you're looking for a minimalist setup that you can fold away after each session, this isn't it. The multi-station is built to stay put, which is great for stability but not for storage. Now let's talk about the practical strengths that become obvious once you start using it. The first thing I noticed is the smooth transition between stations. The console holds the cable pulleys at a comfortable height, and the selector pins glide into place without the gritty feel you sometimes get on cheaper rigs. Because all the exercises share the same weight stack, you never have to hunt for the right plates or rebalance a barbell. That simplicity translates into less time setting up and more time actually moving. For a busy parent who only has a half-hour window, that can be the difference between completing a workout and skipping it altogether. Another hidden advantage is the included attachments. There's a pair of dual-handle grips for lat pull-downs, a short bar for low rows, and a set of ankle straps for leg curls. Those pieces let you add variety without buying extra accessories. In practice, you can take the ankle straps and do hamstring curls while the rest of the family uses the chest press, effectively turning one machine into a mini gym for 2 people. That multitasking capability is often overlooked in product listings, but shows up as real convenience in a household where everyone's schedule is different. The weaknesses are more subtle but worth noting. The leg press, while functional, has a limited range of motion compared to a dedicated plate-loaded leg press. If you have long legs, you may feel that the foot platform cuts off a bit early, which can affect the depth of your press. Some users,